All right, good morning, traders. Just want to make an announcement. Tomorrow, Friday, February 21st, BYOB Trading is having an open house. Everyone is invited. Please use the registration link inside the description of this video. Hope to see you there. It'll be live trades, be lots of lessons, and I look forward to seeing each and every one of you out there. All right, let's go ahead and get started with the morning prep. All right. Good morning, and today is February 20th, 2025. Thank you, everybody out there in Cyberland, podcast land, digital land. Thank you for subscribing to my content. Thank you for finding the value in my content. And thank you so much for leaving the kind words. All right, so my SPY pivot this morning, 611.01. Above it, I'm a bull. Below it, I'm a bear. All of the Fab 5, except for Diamond Dow, are still in daily uptrends. Not to say that Diamond Dow is not moving up. Diamond Dow is bullish and moving up. Just hasn't made a brand new high, hasn't made a higher high yet. All right, SPY, gold, and QQQ all made new all-time highs. SPY closed with a 2-hour uptrend and a 10-minute uptrend. IWM made a lower high and a lower low, closing under a bullish strap and under the 17 EMA. Diamond Dow made an outside day. That's a higher high and a lower low, closing over a bullish strap over the 17 EMA. And FNGU made a lower high and a lower low, closing inside the bullish trap over the 17 EMA. Gold and silver, both in uptrends. Gold made the new all-time high. Silver made lower high and a lower low, closing over a bullish trap over the 17. UNG and USO, both in daily uptrends. UNG had another nice day yesterday. Wow. UNG made a higher high and a higher low, closing over a bullish trap over the 17 EMA. USO made a higher high and a higher low, closing over a bullish cross and over the 17 EMA. US dollar index in a downtrend. Nice. We like that. Closed near the 107.16 area. SPY max pain for today is 611 with 1.1 puts to each call that expires today at 4:15. All right, let's take a look at some charts. Let's take this out of the way. Our pivot today is 611.01. All right, you already know about the open house. All right, that's tomorrow, Friday, February 21st, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. All right, let's take a look at SPY. All right, let's pull it up on a clean chart. And let's find the 10-minute. And you can see on the 10-minute, just into the close on this last candle, the yellow 3 EMA popped up over the white 8 EMA, leaving us with a 10-minute uptrend going into the close. All right, so 10-minute uptrend going into the close right there. So I'm looking for some continuation of that uptrend. All right, I'm looking for a green candle. Can't be a topping wick candle. You know, I don't want anything with way more wick than body and tail. That would be something that looks kind of like this right here. All right, something that looks like that. See how it's got way more wick than body and tail. All right, so I don't want anything that looks like that. I don't want a doji candle or a spinning top. That would look something like these two right here. Let me move the circle over. I hate it when it gets difficult like this. All right, so that would be like these two candles right in here. See those two little candles right there? Those would be spinning top, doji-like candles. Okay, so I don't want anything like that. And I don't want any red candles, all right? Because red candles show me that the bears are operating and controlling the price action in that candle. So I'm looking for a nice green candle. All right, so I just don't want any topping wick ones. I don't want any dojis, and I don't want any, or spinning tops, and I don't want any red candles, okay? So that's my entry for SPY, looking for a continuation of the 10-minute uptrend. We're already got a 2-hour uptrend. I'm going to look for the 10-minute uptrend inside that 2-hour uptrend. Okay, so there's SPY on the 10-minute. Let's take a look at the 2-hour. You can see coming into the close, we got the price action candles, all right, and the 3 EMA up over the white 8 EMA. Got a 2-day consolidation breakout yesterday. It's just the beginning. I'm looking to buy every 5-minute uptrend over VWAP today in SPY. All right, that's what I'm looking for. 5-minute uptrend over VWAP. I'm looking to jump in on all of them. All right, I'm expecting SPY to probably do a full ATR, maybe 1.5 ATRs, maybe 2 ATRs. I'm expecting it to get close to 620 today. We'll see what happens. All right, now on the daily chart, price action is higher low, higher high, new all-time high, closing over the trap over the 17. You can see here on the chart, let's take quad lines, put them in here. And we'll run them all the way back to August. You can see we're at the top of quadrant 4. We are bullish. We have an inverted head and shoulders showing up here, looking for SPY to move up towards 620. We have a wedging to the upside. We could see a huge pop, probably even up to 650. We'll see what happens. So there's SPY on the daily chart. Everything's looking good. Everything's looking bullish right now. All right, let's take a look at QQQ. Oh, let's hit the game plan. All right, game plan for today. SPY pivot 611.01. All right, under that I'm a bear, over that I'm a bull. All right, so SPY, we have a green erases red scenario. All right, over 612.88. Okay, so over 612.88 we have a green erases red. All right, that's a green erases red entry over 612.88. A red erases green entry, see right underneath this big green candle. Okay, we wipe that out, probably going to head lower, and that is under 609.68. So that's red erases green under 609.68, and I would look for this anchored VWAP right here, right about 607.89 as my first target. All right, so there's SPY on the 10-minute chart. All right, you've got the bearish entry, red erases green, 609.68, and a bullish entry, 612.88, over 612.88 for the bullish entry. And I like Friday options, so they either expire tomorrow on Friday, so that's 1 DTE, or they expire next Friday, that's 8 DTEs, okay? $2 to $5 out of the money, all right? That's what I like for today. Let's take a look at QQQ, and we'll look at the QQQ game plan. All right, you can see this QQQ pivot is 538.42. You can see where price came up to it yesterday, and then came back and tested this area. So 538.42. 538.42. All right, you got a green erases red entry. You can see the red pullback. So if price manages to find its way all the way back up here, is price over 540.69. That is the green erases red entry over 540.69. We have a red erases green entry. You can see the green where price action came from this low down here all the way up to this high. So if red erases all of that green, so that would be under 537.31. Okay, you could use the bottoms of this, all right, right there if you wanted to be a little bit safer, and that would be 536.69. I choose to use these areas back here. If you compress the price action inside these dips down here, these little valleys, okay, you get a tail, all right? So, and the body would probably register right here along the base. So that's why I chose the 537 531 area. All right, now you could use 536.72 right there. That would be a good one as well, but I choose to use this area right through here. All right, so there's QQQ. Let's look at it on the daily chart. And you can see QQQ made a new all-time high yesterday. Nice work on the QQQ. Moving up over the trap, over the 17, over the prior all-time high anchored VWAP. Up at quadrant 4, that's bullish. Everything bullish about SPY and QQQ. Let's take a look at FNGU. All right, FNGU came lower high, lower low, closing inside a bullish trap over the rising over the 17 EMA and up over the all-time high anchored VWAP right there, up over the uptrend line up here in quadrant 4. Inverted head and shoulders showing up right through here. This is bullish as well. Let's take a look at Diamond Dow. Now, Diamond Dow technically in a downtrend because it hasn't made a higher high. All right, this was the high to beat and hasn't done it yet. All right, so Diamond Dow technically in a downtrend, but let me just say it's not moving down. It's moving up and consolidating in a nice bull flag up here. Price action for yesterday looks like looking like an outside day. So that's a higher high, lower low, closing over the bullish trap, over the 17, over the all-time high anchored VWAP, up near the up in quadrant 4. That's bullish right there. Okay, just doesn't have that status as it's just a label. All right, as uptrend because it hasn't made the higher high yet on the daily chart. Not to say it hasn't made it on the 2-hour or the 130 or the 4-hour chart. Just has not done it on the daily chart. So there's Diamond Dow. Let's take a look at IWM. All right, IWM is not so bullish. All right, IWM just neutral. IWM lower high, lower low, closing under bullish trap and under the 17 EMA. Also closing underneath the all-time high anchored VWAP. The good news is closing on the bullish side of the midpoint, and it's also closing over the uptrend line. That's good. Just can't seem to get up there and hold over that all-time high anchored VWAP. So it's just neutral through here. Although I do see price action showing some signs of bullishness by consolidating. We got consolidation here, and we got consolidating over prior consolidation. So a little bit of consolidating over prior consolidation. So let's say the sum right here, and you can see some right there. All right, so we show a little bit of signs, just not moving up. It's been stuck here since, I don't know, mid-January, kind of stuck here. Has not made a move up higher. So we'll see what it wants to do today. Looking like it's going to be more of the same. All right, let's take a look at our technicals. This is just neutral through here. All right, it's just neutral because it keeps moving up and giving it up. Okay, cannot hold the higher ground. When price is able to move up, all right, and hold the higher ground, that's the bullish environment we're looking for. Notice QQQ is doing that, SPY is doing that, FNGU is doing that, and even Diamond Dow is doing that. All right, IWM is just moving up and giving it up. See, it's moving up and giving it up. Okay, so that's just neutral. All right, when they move up and they give it up and they give up a little more, okay, that's bearish. All right, so we're just neutral right here on IWM. All right, let's take a look at our technicals. First one we'll look at is T2122. So you can see yesterday's price action. We popped out of the buyer's chop zone into the seller's chop zone, made a little higher low as compared to this low, but it was a lower low as compared to this low. So made a little made a little higher low as compared to this low, and then from there we made some more higher lows, and a higher high up here. So we wound up closing back into the buyer's chop zone. That's a good sign. All right, we have a little uptrend line, a possible uptrend line showing up right through here. Hopefully that holds. Now I did have this line was right here the day before, and I was looking for price to get up here in the buy zone. That didn't happen. So now we got to swing the line down here and see where we go from here. Hopefully price can maintain itself over this uptrend line. On T2122, yesterday's price action, you can see we still have not filled the bullish gap. All right, that's a good sign. Yesterday on the 19th, you can see a little red, green, red, green, red, green. More consolidation over prior consolidation. Okay, let me drag that out for you. Okay, so consolidation over prior consolidation. That's a bullish environment. All right, that would be a bullish environment. Also a bullish environment when price moves up and holds that higher ground. That's a bullish environment. All right, so let's take a look back here, and that's not what I wanted. All right, and you can see here's price action, all right, as moving up and holding the higher ground. Okay, that's a bullish environment as well. So we got a bullish environment inside a bullish environment. Notice we're up over the 200 SMA, also another bullish environment. So there's T2123 on the 15-minute chart. Not quite moving up, but still holding that higher ground. Nice work on T2123. Let's look at it on the 3-bar chart. It's the same deal. All right, price action moves up and then holds that higher ground. You can see yesterday, price action put in 3 more green candle bars. I'm looking for price action to get up, hopefully climb on top of this fading 200 SMA. I do think that price action has a date with this valley low right here. So we have a peak right here. Have a peak, and I don't want that one. All right, so I want have a peak there. There's a peak, and then we have another peak right here, and then another peak right there. Okay, so we got a peak. Here's the valley between the two peaks, and that will oftentimes be a target for price to pull back to. As you see, price drops deeply, and now it pulls back. That would be a target for price to pull back to. So you can see we're here looking for price to probably pull back to this 200 SMA, maybe even climb on top of it. And what I'd like to see happen is for price to get up on top of it, kind of move up and hold. I'd like to see get up there and hold, hopefully, and then maybe another move up and then hold again, all right? And then we can find ourselves at this valley between the two peaks. So we'll see what happens. That's what I'm looking for to happen. We'll wait and see what's going to happen. All right, it's looking good so far. We've got a bullish environment, and the bulls are holding the higher ground, so I like that. That is a bullish outlook for price action. All right, let's go take a look at FNGU. All right, you can see FNGU yesterday. A little bit of continuation from the 18th. All right, you see a little move up and then all the way down underneath VWAP, and then you notice price action retraces back up over the 200, and they managed to consolidate yesterday in a bear flag. All right, so here's the flag, price moving down, and then price moves to the right. Okay, so that's a bear flag, all right? But all in all, they've moved up, and now they're consolidating over here over the rising 200. That's a bullish outlook. So this could go either way, and I'm expecting more of this than I am this, all right? So we'll see what happens. Right now, pre-market kind of showing this one right here. More, you can see all the red in the pre-market, post-market right there. than it is this one right here, a breakout to the upside. All right, if we don't get breakout to the upside, chances are SPY's probably going to pull back. Look for those lows to be breached, and look for that anchored VWAP down below to get as a first target. So we'll see what happens. So there's FNGU. All right, let's take a look at a few sectors. Then we hit the economic package. First sector, XLE. All right, didn't want to do that. Let's try this again. XLE on this chart. All right, let's check it out on the daily. All right, XLE. Nice candle for XLE. Is that today's candle? That's yesterday's. All right, higher low, higher high. Closing over bullish trap over the 17 EMA. Let's back this off for a little bit and let's zoom out. You can see here's price action closing over this downtrend line. That's a bullish outlook. Closing over this, I'm just going to call it 12-month high anchored VWAP right there. Closing almost in the upper third, but no cigar there. Don't like the topping wick candle, but it is what it is. Nonetheless, higher high, higher low. Nice work on the XLE right there. Like to see them break this downtrend line and consolidate over it. Hopefully in the upper third up here. We'll see what happens. XLE got a habit of going up and giving it up. All right, so price action. You can see price action moves up and then gives it up and then moves up. And then guess what? Gives it up, moves up and gives it up. We would like to see price action finally move up and hold that higher ground. That's what we're looking for. We'll see what happens. I'm not seeing any signs of bullishness other than the fact that we just broke this downtrend line. Need to break this downtrend line. That would be nice. Get up in the upper third and hold that higher ground. We'll see if they can get it done this week or maybe next week. All right, so there's XLE. Let's take a look at UNG. UNG had a really nice day yesterday. That's UNG's candle for yesterday. Right there, higher low, higher high. Okay, closing over the trap, over the 17. Breaching, again, now you got a peak between two valleys. In T2123, we're looking at a valley between two peaks. And as you can see, a peak between two valleys becomes a target. As you can see, the price action for UNG here, trying to get up over this two peak, this double top right here. Hopefully they can hold that higher ground. Nice work on UNG, getting up over this line right through here. Okay, see them closing up there. That's nice work. All right, so we'll see if they can hold that higher ground. All right, they have a habit of moving up and giving it up, and moving up and giving it up, and moving up. Give a little bit of it up. All right, so we'll see if they can hold this higher ground. All right, they may have to retrace back to minor support, which would probably be this peak right through here. All right, that would be expected, and that would probably be where I would start to buy in to reload right through there. Right on that peak right there. That's the peak between the two valleys right through here. So there's UNG. All right, let's take a look at USO. UNG is bullish. USO. All right, USO, again, another one that moves up and gives it up. All right, the nice thing is we're making a higher low. That's a positive outlook. Yesterday's candle, and make sure I got the right one. And that's the 19th, higher low, higher high, closing over the trap, over the 17. That's bullish. Not quite in the upper third. Notice they're not able to close up over this peak right here and in the upper third. So just kind of neutral right here, moving up. It is still in an uptrend because it hasn't made a lower low, but just can't seem to close or hold that higher ground for too long. So there's daily chart. This is bullish. No, that's actually just neutral. All right. It would be bullish if they could close up here. All right. So we got no signs of bullishness bullishness yet. All right, they've lost all of the higher ground up here, so just neutral because they keep moving up and giving it up. Let's take a look at GLD. GLD, new all-time high yesterday. Enough said. I mean, over the trap, over the 17, over the prior all-time high anchored VWAP up at the top of quadrant 4. It doesn't get any more bullish than that, all right? So there's gold in an uptrend. Silver also in an uptrend. Price action yesterday, lower high, lower low, closing over a bullish trap, over the 17, and over this 12-year high anchored VWAP. Up in the upper third. That's bullish for silver. I like this. If it holds 3 or 4 days up here, that's a bullish outlook for me. For me, that's a buy signal, all right, for silver. And I would look for green erases red as an entry, okay, on silver on the daily chart. Let's take a look at SMH. SMH back in a quadrant 4, up over the all-time high anchored VWAP, closing candles over the trap, over the 17. That's bullish. XLK made a new all-time high yesterday, closing over the trap, over the prior all-time high anchored VWAP at the top of quadrant 4. That's bullish. XLF. XLF came within 1 penny of making a new all-time high yesterday. Yesterday made a higher low and a higher high, closing over the trap, over the all-time high anchored VWAP, over the rising 17 at the top of quadrant 4. XLF also bullish. So you got 4 of the 5, a fabulous 5 in uptrends, all right, except for, you just got IWM that's neutral, all right. You got T2123 showing you a nice bull flag with consolidation over prior consolidation, all right. All right, then we got XLF, that's bullish. XLK, also bullish. SMH, also bullish. Next one to look at, IYT, transports. They're up here in quadrant 4, over the uptrend line. Closing candles, higher low, no, lower high, lower low, closing inside bullish trap, over a rising 17, over the all-time high anchored VWAP. Notice 4 or 5 days here over the all-time high anchored VWAP. That's bullish. Up here in quadrant 4, also bullish. You got transports in the bullish. You got the dollar that's falling. You have the perfect storm for a robust rally, all right? And we've already gone through most of the earnings. I think Walmart reported today. Didn't look like it had good reports. We can take a peek at it real quick. And I want to look at it in the pre-market. Oh, they recovered. Let's see. Did they? Oh, no, they didn't. All right, so Walmart's not quite the good report. But the good thing is this is minor support, and it looks like a possible bounce off of minor support. That's a big, ugly candle, though. All right, on the daily chart. All right, so there's Walmart. Let's take a look at, all right, we got through all the indexes. We got through all the sectors. Let's take a look at the economic package and end this thing. All right, dollar in a downtrend, making lower highs right here. You can see a lower high and making lower lows, okay? This would be the previous low. That would be the previous high. So we're making a lower high and a lower low. That's a downtrend. Price action, if we could get this to fall back down and maybe break some of this support that's operating right through the top of this area right here. Okay, if we could break some of that support, that would be a really good sign for the bulls and for the market. All right, breaking that support. So we'll see what happens with that. Looks like they're headed that way right now. So there's the dollar getting ready to break some, visit that support area, maybe test it before going higher. We'll see what happens. We're currently on a pullback to this support zone. So we'll see what happens. All right, max pain for today, 611 for SPY. Okay, and We got about 1.1 put for each call, so not too much there for a put squeeze. All right, so we'll see what happens with that. On the earnings calendar, Walmart reports this morning. You can see they've already kind of fallen out of bed there. But we'll see what happens when the market opens. Things could change. All right, so there's Walmart. They report $835 billion. BABA reports this morning as well. Usually BABA's tech, and they usually report in the evening. $297 billion. Surprised they're reporting in the morning. $297 billion. They report this morning as well. Booking Holdings reports tonight. Mercado Libre also tonight. Mercado Libre $108 billion, and Booking Holdings $166 billion. Friday, nothing really big. All right, just some familiar names, but nothing that's going to move the markets. Monday, same deal. Okay, some familiar names: Diamondback Energy. All right, Public Storage, Zoom. All right, SBA Communications. All right, Coterra. All right, all familiar names, but nothing that's going to move the markets. All right, not like a Walmart or an Amazon or a Microsoft. Okay, so there we go with the earnings calendar. On the economic calendar, main event yesterday for this month was for this week was FOMC minutes at 2 p.m. Didn't seem to affect the market too much. This morning we got jobless claims at 8:30. Thank you, Alan. Philly Fed Manufacturing Index at 8:30 as well. And then we've got Goolsby's going to speak, leading indicators at 10. We're getting a gas report at 10:30 and a petroleum report at 11. So really light day unless except for the jobless claims. And I don't expect them to be out of line. They were looking pretty good actually last week. Friday, that'd be tomorrow, PMI Composite Flash. 945 existing home sales. I got to tell you, we had a housing and starts and permits that came out, and it looked like we were doing better than average. All right, so I don't expect existing home sales to have any effect on us, as well as jobless claims. Seems like the country is hiring, so things are looking good. Consumer sentiment comes out at 10. Like I said, existing home sales also 10. Got a Fed speaker and a rig count at 1. So there it is. Light week this week. We'll get the jobless claims this morning as long as there's nothing like way out of line. I don't see anything changing the momentum of price action other than Walmart earnings. All right. I don't even know what they reported. I don't know if they were down or up and the market's selling them off or not. But all in all, we should continue with the current trend, and it looks higher. So I'm looking to buy every 5-minute uptrend over VWAP, regardless of where it is. I'm just looking. If it's a 5-minute uptrend, I think I want to be a part of it. As long as it's over VWAP, I really want to be a part of that. I see a breakout after 2 days of consolidation in the SPY. I think we go further. All right. Just a reminder for today at noon, we're going to have a little webinar for everybody, all the members. All right, it's going to be in the combo room. All right, and so I won't be available between 1 and 2 because I'll be speaking. Doug shows up at noon. He'll be speaking from noon to 1. I'll be speaking from 1 to 2. And Rick, he's going to be speaking he's going to wrap it up from the 2 to 3 hour. All right. Hope to see you all there. It's in the combo room. Just go to your members page and look over to the right. Instead of logging into the BYOB room, you can log in, and you can actually be in both rooms at the same time. You just log into the combo room. You don't even have to leave the BYOB room. All you got to do is log in, and you'll be in both rooms at the same time. So I will be over there between 1 and 2. All right. So that's it for me for today. Thanks, Alan. I will see you guys back here in about 45 minutes, and we'll open up the markets. Thank you, traders.